Hello everyone, my name is Lady Mariana Gomez, and in today's video I will be talking to you about the critical incident I detected on the class I record for this phase. First, I want to reinforce the information that the virtual object of learning gave us, in which Bonilla 2002 says that sometimes it's really difficult for teachers to detect when a critical incident happened in classrooms because we may think that we are doing everything okay, but this is a complex job that requires many different skills, and we have to put our teaching practice uh, under the microscope, and we have to upload our knowledge constantly. So, as you may have seen, I taught the class to people with visual impediments, people who is blind and low vision. I am a person with visual disability too, and we belong to a group from UNAD University in which different people with disabilities we support each other in our learning process. So I wanted to make that class because I consider that in today's education, in which is really important or relevant, the inclusion and yes, the equal education, any kind of people should be able to speak a second language without barriers. And talking specifically about the critical event, I would say that I was a bit nervous because I don't have too much experience teaching. And also, as you may know, the ideal thing is to teach the class fully in English, but in this case was a little bit difficult because they aren't people with a previous knowledge. They were all beginners. So for that reason, I gave the class mostly in Spanish. So I consider that was a mistake because it is known that you should immerse the students in the language, and one of the most effective ways to do it is given the class fully in English. But the critical accident is that when you are teaching people with a visual impediment, you don't have the visual resource in which you can use your body language to communicate yourself and to make yourself understand the orders, because sometimes even the students don't understand the words or phrases, but if you use your body, is going to be understandable in some way because you can show what you mean. But in this case was impossible for me to do that. So I would say that was the problem. And for that reason, I prefer to use Spanish. Um, so as we know, in this critical event, we have to look at our teaching style. Um, I think in this case in particular, the critical event has to do with a couple of items. For example, my teaching style, and also the learning style. The learning style of my students, that in this case were people with visual disabilities. So, uh, for that reason, I should use another ways to be able to give the class in English, even though I didn't count with the visual with the visual possibility of show them what I was talking about. But instead, maybe I could use simple instructions or very simple words or relate my speech with something else. So, and also, I should have more listening resources in order to immerse them more in the language. And so, finally, I would like to add that these kind of exercises in which we look at our teaching practice is really, really helpful because, as I said before, so this job is complex and our students, they have different needs, and we should develop a class that allow them to understand the topic, but also to feel encouraged. And maybe sometimes that is the most difficult thing, to be able to explain the topic and also keep them interested. So that was my critical incident. Thanks for your attention, and I be waiting for your comments. Thank you so much.